Welcome back to Across Louisiana. You know, nowadays it's more important than ever to have our kids active, healthy, and moving. And there's a great organization here that's helping promote that goal. It's the Learn to Move Academy, and here to give us the scoop on it is Matt Peele. Welcome to the show, Matt.
Thanks, Niels.
For folks who might not be familiar with this, I mean, obviously this is a great idea and something that we definitely need, especially in this state. But tell me a little bit about the Academy and how it came to be.
Right. Well, in researching and doing athletic performance testing in various schools and sports organizations, we found that kids really aren't being taught how to move properly. It's not just a fact of PE, it's not just a fact of working out, but how to use your weak side muscles as well as your dominant muscles. So basically what Learn to Move Academy does in a brief nutshell is it's an age-based program that's calendared throughout a school year or throughout a season, because again we can work with sports organizations, and gives coaches and PE teachers an opportunity right on their phones to have a great warm-up program or a full PE program of what to do for your kids, whether they're 6 years old, 14 years old, K through 9, and teach them step-by-step how to move properly, how to prevent injuries by doing these steps, whether they're an athlete or not an athlete. If they're an athlete, great, they'll just be even better. If they're not, great, because now they've just learned how to live a healthy, active lifestyle.
It's such a great idea and a great way to go about it, but why is this so important right now at this time to have a program like this?
Because if we know about childhood obesity, we know that that's on the rise. We know that 1 out of every 3 Americans is considered clinically obese by the CDC, Center for Disease and Control. And in the South, it's more prevalent than any other place. But even more shocking is that PE is being kind of taken out of schools. They get an hour a week, maybe 2 hours a week, where when we were in school, we went PE every day. We got to dress out, like wasn't an option.
That's right.
I'm from Mandeville, I went to Mandeville High School, and we had to dress out 5 days a week. Right? I'm sure, same thing. Now they don't dress out, they don't really do much of anything, and oftentimes your PE teacher is also maybe your Spanish teacher or the computer teacher. So they just do PE almost as an afterthought. So here's now an opportunity to give those teachers something hard and fast to go by and really get some value for physical education.
Tell me a little bit about what you've seen in terms of how developing these movement skills is benefiting these kids going forward after they've gone through this program.
Right. So we've done a test with the school in Covington. And basically, throughout the year, they've done our program. And just to kind of condense it, 73% of the kids that went through the program showed a significant improvement in their speed, their jumping, and their agility. Then we tested them again when they just over the summer, and only 50% improved. And that's just due, obviously, to maturation. They're getting older, but that's a pretty significant difference.
Talk to me a little bit about if I'm a child who's going through this, how do they learn to accomplish these objectives and grow through the academy?
Right. Well, that's, again, the PE teacher or the coach has the program right there on their cell phone or their tablet or on their computer. They're really not going to know the difference. They just go through it. These are the exercises that we do for our warm-ups. So this is just now our warm-up and what we do. And that's the best thing about it, that the kids are really not focused on, oh my God, I have to do these exercises today. It's just what you do. But it's scientifically based so that over time and through the school year and then as they go through life, they just learn these movements and it just becomes part of who they are.
I know you mentioned the success you had at the school. Is this something that you see, growing, expanding to where really we can expect to find that everywhere someday?
Absolutely. We want to take this around the country because it's not just here in Louisiana that kids need this. It's all around the United States, and we'd love to be in every part of the country, the next few years as part of it.
It's a great objective and a great program. For folks to find out more about this, where do they need to go to find out more information?
Awesome. A couple places. They can go to Facebook and look up Learn to Move Academy, or they can go to our site, which is ltmacademy.com.
Matt Peele, everybody, thanks so much for coming on and telling us all about it. Appreciate it. Well, next on Across Louisiana, there are lots of exciting things taking place right next door in Livingston Parish. Take a look, everyone.
We are here to support our hotels and RV parks, and the way we do that, we promote events, festivals, different museums, the movie industry. Youth sports is huge for us. We always push that over 600 miles of waterways. If you like to fish, if you like to relax, if you like to just ride boats or jet skis, Livingston Parish is a perfect place to do that. We're right there along I-12, runs directly through Livingston Parish, we have Interstate 55. So we are a perfect location, not only for tourists when they're coming through from Houston to Atlanta or whatever, they could stop, as a halfway point and stay in our beautiful hotels, but also for businesses. Tourism, it's not just people going on vacation. So construction, we have Jubin Crossing, a new development there in the parish, and a lot of construction workers staying in our hotels. It's easy for us to sell it just because of the convenience. It's a very large parish too. And you have the west side, that's kind of your larger Denham Springs, Walker, hotels, restaurants. We have an award-winning Bass Pro. We have the Antique District also, one of the 3 largest antique districts in Louisiana. You go tiki tubing, go down Acaemy River, we have KOA. They have putt-putt golf and a swimming pool. People really love the KOA there just because of the convenience, the restaurants. They can park their RV there and then go to the Antique District, go to Bass Pro, go eat. Then also we have Lakeside, which is along the interstate as well. It's very nice, very clean, a 17-acre lake there, so you could go fish. You don't have to have an RV. They also have a couple cabins that you can rent out. Greystone is a beautiful golf course here in Denham Springs, right off the interstate. A brand new clubhouse, great for events, Olympic-sized swimming pool, tennis courts. If you like golf, and you like a little challenge, I would ask you to go to Greystone and check it out and let us know what you think about it. LIGO is something I would encourage if you have children and even adults. If you're interested in science, it's one of only 2 facilities in the United States. The other one is in Washington State. It's a scientific facility. They test gravitational waves. Scientists from all over the world are there. Robert Reynolds does a great job with the World War II reenactment and the festival they have going on. They meet at Old South Jamboree, which is a very historic music venue here in Livingston Parish. The New Orleans World War II Museum is involved, bringing equipment up there. They have all your vehicles, your tanks, your trucks. The Tickfall 200 goes on the first weekend of May. It has now become the largest powerboat poker run in the United States. People love it. We have helicopters come in, limousines driving in, and you wouldn't think down in this Springfield you got limos coming, but it's a big weekend. We have the Redneck Regatta, and this is something totally different for probably some different people, but it's something that is very enjoyable where you make your own boat. So for those of you that can't afford, the $1 million boat, make your own boat and come enjoy that day where you have races in your own boats. A lot of times we push because a lot of things happen in the west side, Denham Springs. Of course, you have your restaurants and Bass Pro, but the east side has a lot of history. In Albany, Springfield, home to the largest rural Hungarian settlement in the United States. You have Carter Plantation, which is the only plantation home in Livingston Parish. It was actually built by a free man of color, and that is on, of course, Carter Plantation Golf Course, a David Toms designed golf course. Springfield being the 3rd oldest town in the state of Louisiana. And in Springfield you will find the first courthouse ever built in Livingston Parish. Tickfall State Park is kind of a hidden gem, we like to say. Located just south of Springfield. There are cabins, you don't have to have an RV. There's a splash park for kids to play in, walking trails throughout the swamps along the river. You could fish there at Tickfall. It's a nice little getaway, even if you live in the parish. We have several species of birds that people like to just come down, take pictures, and sit back and relax and enjoy nature. So it's just a diverse, really diverse parish. Even for somebody like me that grew up in Livingston, I didn't know that was here. I didn't know we had this. So to find out what's going on with events, festivals, hotels, restaurants, check out our website. It's at livingstontourism.com. We keep it updated. Check us out on Facebook. Visit Livingston Parish and Twitter, always posting events and giveaways on a daily basis. New events, we have events going almost every weekend, so check it out. Stay up to date with us on our social media and our website.
All of that taking place right next door in Livingston Parish. Well, if you have a daughter who's a little belle, there's an exciting event coming up that you might be interested in. Tune in next.